Okay, Assalamualaikum. Selamat petang. So, saya nak share sedikit berkenaan dengan Capstone Project untuk Group E. Okay. So, berkenaan dengan, for the course information, okay, course information for this Capstone Project can be found on the website. However, I just want to emphasize several important points. Okay, so for the CLO and PLO mapping for this subject, we have 5 CLOs which are mapped into 5 PLOs. Okay, so we have PLO 8, PLO 4, PLO 12, 5, and also 7. Okay. And then for the assessments, for current semester, the most important part is that we no longer use minute of meeting form, but we have Gantt chart, okay, for the assessment of individual 15% marks, okay, and then we have individual report form 15%, online peer review form 10%, individual in lab performance 5%, and interview, okay, interview is referred to the facilitators interview the students, okay, so each of you will receive 5 marks from the facilitators as well. So for assessment number 1 until 5 is 1 until 5 are individual assessment, and 6, 7, 8, these 3 assessments are group assessment. However, each of these percentage will be multiplied with peer review marks. Okay, so for the group assessment, you won't receive same marks with your teammate or team member, because it depends on how much your peer review received by your friends. Okay, and then here are some of the facilitators role. Okay, you can read this rule. So we have 21 groups with 18 facilitators. Okay, AM is referred to the lab session in the morning. PM refer to the lab session in the evening. So the team and the specified location, the students were given the Google form on September. I forgot the date, but then for group E, for us, the students only receive either team number 1 or team number 2, which they have chosen. So we hope for this semester there is no issue like students say they didn't like the team or whatsoever, because the team were assigned based on their selection, either team number 1 or team number 2. So for our case, for our group E, okay, we managed to set each group with their selected team. Okay, and once I receive the team selection from the students, and then I just appoint the facilitators according to the Google form for the facilitators, and also according to the designated location which our department have decided earlier. Okay, so here are the schedule. So we will start on 9 October, which is first week of academic UTM academic calendar. But since most of the students are still having their internship, but then we accept online discussion with the facilitators. So I hope that all of the students have reached their facilitators. Okay, So for the training, the Blink Mobile development. So this I will inform about the date later, since FYP1 will have research methodology workshop on the same date and time, right? Okay, so here this is quite blur, but then here are the some of the lists. Okay, some of the lists that the items are provided in the FKE store. Okay, so once the group have once your group has decided what kind of sensors you want to use, okay, what kind of equipment you want to use. Okay, so if you refer to the later if you refer to the website, there will be a list. Okay, there will be a list. I think by next week the list will be available on the website, so you can select or you can choose which item that is appropriate to your group project. Okay, so each of these listed items will not be accounted in the budget allocation received for each group. So you will have extra equipment, okay, that you can select from the FKE store. All right, so the important platform for this subject for this semester is first is the website. Okay, so here usually the announcement are made, as well as the WhatsApp group. All right, and the second platform is Google Classroom. All right, so how to access this Google Classroom, later I will share. So in the Google Classroom, you can find all of the activities that you need to fulfill and you need to submit inside the classroom. All right, so each group will have separate classrooms. Okay, so please enter your Google Classroom as soon as possible. I will share the Google Classroom ID after this. Right, so thank you. Okay, I won't stop yet, but I want to share the important link. Okay, so important link is here for the capstone. So you can refer to, on the left side, you can refer to this one, October 23, January 24. And there is also group website. So this group refer to, for us, is group P. Okay, so you can click at group P, which will link to the to our project. Okay, because each of the group will have separate team. Okay, but we go first to this website. Okay, so the main website, you can go to FKE Capstone Project, October 23 to January 24. Okay, so here the specification you can read through. Okay, so you can get the course information on the website as well. You can get the rubrics. So here contain all of the rubrics that will be used for capstone. Okay, so you can read that. So here is the group list. This one, if I'm not mistaken, was provided in June. Okay, in June 2023. So you can check your name fall in which part. Okay, so for ECE, for us, for group E, you can refer to this. So we mix between SEEE and also SEEL students, right? Which are being distributed into three departments among power, ECE, and com. Okay, so among all of the students, you are from power or maybe you are from electronics. So we mix all of you in one group to produce a better project. All right. So this is the group chat. Okay, supposedly students have read this on July. So if they want to drop the subject or they don't want to take it, okay, supposedly they already contact each of the coordinators. Okay, so we also have removed their names from the list. So they need to do the group chat. Okay, each of the student need to provide their link. Okay, you need to provide their link here, so each of the members can just join the respective group. group okay, and then the WhatsApp group, this is the WhatsApp group for all of the students, and this is a WhatsApp group for small group. Small group means if you are in group E, you will join group E WhatsApp group, and then this is the briefing that have been made on 2 July. All right. And see here, info updated on 16 June. We have worked very soon, okay, to provide ease for everyone. Okay, and this is the recording. If you miss the talk because you are doing the internship, or you are I don't know, maybe working part-time, okay, so you can refer back to the briefing recording and also the briefing slide, okay, by Dr. Rashida and also by Dr. Azman, of these two. So the team selection, okay, so the students have select their team in these 3 days. So for us, for group E, I managed to get them either the team number 1 or team number 2. Okay, so yeah, so hopefully you are happy with the team that your group has chosen. Okay, so here is the result. You can see here the group numbers, the team, the facilitators. Since our group has designated location, so I also put the location over here, and this is the face email, so that the student should contact the facilitators earlier before week 1. All right, so this is add-on program. Okay, this one I will inform about this later. Okay, we are still discussing about the date and time, since the FYP1 has a workshop at the same date and time. Okay, also we will have a printed circuit board workshop. This one is to be announced later. And at week 5 we will have industrial showcase. Okay, so this will happen after your conceptual presentation. Okay, so after the conceptual presentation, you must go to join this industrial showcase. Okay, your attendance are compulsory. So this is the main website for Capstone Project. So we go to the Group E website. Sorry, this is Group P. Okay, so this is Group E. So at this page, we have included the easy access information for each one of you, for all of us. Okay, so this is the assessment schedule. You can see your in-lab performance will be assessed by your facilitators from week 1 until week 14. Okay, so please give a good cooperation to your facilitators because he or she will assess you for 10% over here, right? And then you also have Gantt chart, 10%. Okay, so if you refer to this Gantt chart, if you are M1, okay, if you are member number 1, you must submit the Gantt chart 2 times on week 2, okay, on week 2 and also on week 7. So if you are M2, if you are member number 2, you need to fill in the Gantt chart in week 3 and also in week 8. Okay. Same like individual interview. Okay. Individual interview refers to the interview from your facilitators to you, to the students. Okay. So for week 2, M1 will be interviewed. And week 3, M2 will be interviewed. So the list goes. So each of you will be interviewed 2 times. Okay. And you also need to fill the Gantt chart 2 times. Okay. So for the individual report, all of the team members must submit 3. Okay. 3 individual report. So make sure your individual report is special among your team member. Okay, don't copy paste your team member works because this is individual report. You must report what you did. Okay. Okay, so the lastly is the peer review. Okay, so peer review, you need to review yourself and also you need to review your friends. Okay, this will contribute to 10% of your marks. And then you will have a group assessment, which here you have 3 evaluation. The conceptual prototype evaluation on week 5. Okay, final product evaluation, this one on week 13. And also technical report evaluation on week 14. Okay, so the details of this, you can find it on the student pack. Okay, student pack is here on the bottom part. Okay, so I go through the website first. So for the weekly timeline, okay, weekly timeline is here. For the week 1, it's the introduction of Capstone Project and CDIO framework. And then project UCD, understand, create, and deliver. And also you need to fill in the Gantt chart. So it will start from now until week 4. And then on week 5, you must do the conceptual presentation. Okay, so here is your evaluation number 1. And then you continue your works after you receive feedback from the evaluators. Okay, you continue your works until the end of the project, where you need to do presentation on the showcase. Okay, this is called as capstone showcase. And then here, okay, so this is the grouping information. You can find your name, your group numbers, you are member number 1, 2, or 3, or 4, and your facilitators. So here, okay, here is Google Classroom tab. This is your Google Classroom ID. Okay, so please join your Google Classroom ID so that you can continue with your group activity or individual activity that you need to submit. All right. And then here is the lab and grouping. So if you are group E1, G04, you must go to this lab, okay, VLSI System Design Lab in the morning. So if you are E2, G1, and also the others group over here, so you are in the evening sessions that belongs to the respective lab, all right? So here is the lab details. Okay, lab details refers to the list of students with the facilitators. Okay, so you can find this over here. All right, so this is your Google Classroom. Okay, so once you join your Google Classroom here, okay, once you join your Google Classroom, you can observe these materials inside your classroom. So there is the activity. Is it group activity, individual report, 1 to 3? And there is also a materials, okay. This is the essential materials for Capstone. You can refer to the last year, okay. Last year EECS on YouTube, okay. So this is the link provided to you. There is also rubrics, okay. Rubrics is the marking scheme for all of the evaluations. And here is the Jamboard, okay. So this is the sample, okay. This is the sample Jamboard that you can refer to, okay. And then there is a facilitator pack, design sheet, and also student pack. There is also these materials inside your Google Classroom. So for group activity, you can see there is a group discussion note, technical report, Gantt chart, and this is your Jamboard. Okay. So how to fill this Jamboard? You can refer to the materials provided here. Okay, so you can refer to the sample so that you can fill in your Jamboard and also the discussion notes. And then here is the student pack. For example, you don't want to enter the Google Classroom, so you can also go to this website to find the student pack. Okay, so you can read this through. What is the essential things that you need to do? Okay, so there is a general information, introduction to Capstone Project. So this one you can read through. Okay. So you need to identify user and marketing survey, how you do this. Okay, you can read this through inside the student pack. So for the assessment, you get 15% from individual marks and 15% from group performance. Okay, and each of you need to fill in Gantt chart twice, do the individual report 3 times, and submit the peer review 3 times. Okay. Interview will also be done for 2 times for each of the student. Okay, so you can read this through. This contain the details here. Okay. So there is also assessment schedule inside your student pack. Okay. So that's it for student pack. So this is the design sheet. Okay. So for example, you choose the Agile Facility Management System. You can refer to this design sheet. So what is the system refer to? Okay. So there is also requirements that you need to have. There is also a link for the past project. Okay. So if you are doing the health and well-being team, you can refer to the respective design sheet here. Okay, so there is examples of the project as well and past link. Okay, so same So all of these 5 design sheets refer to different 5 teams. Okay, so each group will only refer to one design sheet. Okay, no need to read all of this design sheet, because you must focus on what your project need to do. Okay, and here I just highlight the project requirements for each one of you. You must have data sensing, you must involve data processing analysis, you must provide CAD or technical drawings. Okay, you are not allowed to use protoboard, breadboard or donut board for final presentation. The hardware prototype must have proper enclosure. Okay, so this one is the highlighted requirements for each one, for each group. Okay, so budget allocation is 300 ringgit. The duration is 13 weeks. 13 capstone weeks. Okay, so this is additional information. I will add this later. Okay, don't forget to join WhatsApp group for live chat. If you have anything to ask me, just ask inside the WhatsApp group. Okay, so here is the Google Classroom. So this is my group. Okay, so E2G3. So now I can see my student haven't attend the Google Classroom yet, even though I already provide the ID for them, I think 2 days ago. Okay, so after this, please join the class, because we have important things to do to complete this subject. Okay, we don't want to fail this capstone project because of simple issue. Okay, so if you click on the materials here, okay, so this is what you can see. Okay, so this is same lah. You have design sheet, student pack. Okay, this is last year project. Okay, so this is sample Jamboard. Okay, so if we go to the activity tab, you can see there is a group activity. Just read the note here. Week 1 to week 12, Gantt chart, week 1 to week 12, interview, BOM, technical report. Okay, so you can click this. Okay. Okay. You can complete this. This you can fill in this. Okay, you can fill in this. Put your group name, put your place, put your name, put your facing, and then data clustering, personification. So this is the things that you need to understand for your project. Okay, and then you have Gantt chart. Okay, so you just click the Gantt chart. Okay, so don't forget to put your group numbers over here, and then the task. So you elaborate the task over here, and then you tick the week. Okay, you tick the week, and you tick the member that involved. Okay, so this one is just a sample. We try this. So for example, task number 1, M1 contribute within 1 hour. You just put 1 hour. Or you contribute 4 hours. So you just put 4 hours. Okay, so it depends on what is the task assigned for each members according to the week. Okay, so from this Gantt chart, you can see it here, workload. Okay, so once you complete your project, we can observe either your workload is balanced, or the member 1 do most of the things, or how your cooperation among your team is done. Okay, so you need to properly put this, but remember you must fill in this only 2 times for uh, each student. Okay, so if you have the link here, you just put the link, and then the BOM, okay, the component that you have. So what is the budget? Okay, this is for your planning and also management. Okay, and then technical report, you just click this and fill in the technical report, submit it with 13. All right, so this is the Jamboard. Once you click the Jamboard, this is blank, but okay, but you can refer to this one to complete your to guide you to complete your project. Okay, so for example here, you just put this one is you introduce yourself, and then this is the question list. Question list is the list of questions that you intend to do your interview later. Okay, and then this is the script 1 and script 2. Okay, so you can see this here. So brainstorming, where you ideate your idea. Okay, so you just ideate your idea and then you discuss with your team members. So each of you will have this M1, we fill in this. M2 will refer in the next slide. M3 will use the next slide. So M3, M4. Okay, so after that, you discuss with your team members and you propose a solution. So here is where you will present in week 5. Okay, and then this is a storyboard, sorry. Okay, so for example, if you are blur what to include in your Jamboard, you can go back to the materials here, go to the sample Jamboard. Okay, so you can view this. Okay, so the theme, so this is the question list. So empathy, what is the emotion that you need to consider to answer or to ask question before you start your interview. Okay, and then what is the important things that you need to ask, and without apa tu orang kata without affect their feelings. Okay, so this is, for example, this is the interview script 1, interview script 2. This is the if you will refer this is the M3. So this is interview script. Okay, this is M3 as well. This is M3, this is M1. Okay, so this is this one. This is interview lecture. And then this is by observation. What did the student observe? Okay, so here, this one is for health and well-being. So, so this is their project. Okay, so define what is the background of the interviewee. And so what is the needs and what is the problems, and they need to, the group need to come up with the design statement. Okay, so this one need to fill in. Okay. So materials, this is activity, group activity. You can see this, Linda cakap tadi. So individual report 1, you need to submit in week 5. Okay. Press turn in after completed the individual report. So if you are 3 students in the classroom, you will have these 3. Okay. So report number 2 and also report number 3. Okay. So that's it for my brief explanation here. Okay. However, if you refer to the website and then you go to group P, okay, so in group P here, there is a last briefing about the project. We can take some ideas of it. What is this capstone? Okay. So I don't know why my laptop hang. Moment, yeah. Okay. So go to cohort 23, 24, 1. Okay, so here for capstone group P, you can refer to the past week video. Okay, week by week video, so you can capture the idea as the capstone is all about. Okay, so week 1, design thinking. Okay, so right, so that's it. I think I don't have anything else, but I will update if you have anything, or if I have any informations, I will update in the group. Okay, if you have any concern, you just let me know. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. Good luck.